It is about 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, February 11th, 2023. Moving them to a new pasture like we do every morning and evening. We got 100 pounds total of feed soaked in water in these 3 troughs. So we fill the buckets, the 5-gallon buckets hold about 25 gallons of dry feed, 25 pounds. And so we fill them 2/3 of the way full, somewhere between half and 2/3. And then we put water in, careful to mix the water all the way to the bottom. And that's what we pour out here. So I used to do 3 buckets of dry feed, which is 75 pounds. Anyway, this pasture is looking pretty good too. I just stepped over some hairy vetch here. Let's see if I can see it here. You can see it over here. That's the hairy vetch, I believe. I thought I saw some clovers, but it might be something else. Somebody was saying that they saw buttercups or something like that in my field. And yeah, I'm still learning. We got the white little blossoms appearing more and more. This, I believe, is ryegrass. So, yeah, these broadleaf weeds, they grow up and the cows will eat them. They won't survive. There's one of them that grows straight up. It'll grow shoots like 4-6 feet tall. And the cows just demolish that. This looks almost like mint. Like spearmint or something. Peppermint or something like that. Hopefully the cows will have fresh breath. Yeah, the grazing here is not nearly as good as it is near my neighbor's property. It just goes to show the power of manure, and that runoff, that water that comes off your pasture contains all sorts of nutrients. So, because I'm slightly downhill from him and the water does flow into my pasture. It could also be I'm just an expert grazer. Yeah, right. Here's some hairy vetch. There's a bunch of it. You can kind of see the long, thin leaves stagger like that. I don't know what that is. Looks like lily pads of some sort. Anyway, here's a close-up on those white flowers. It is expected to get close to freezing tonight. I think we're going to get another storm on Monday or Tuesday with warm weather. So right now the wind's blowing gently from the north. So when the weather shifts again, we'll get some rain. We're just in a constant battle right now between the north cold winds and the southern warm winds, given our particular location. There's 21, she's the boss. Whatever you're doing, 21, keep it up. Except for losing your calves, don't do that anymore. Her calf died a couple days after it was born. The calf was born the day of the fire. So it could just have been stress. Some other things. It was sad, it was a beautiful calf. It died somewhere around here. That is where I found the dead body. Somewhere over there. It was a dewy morning. It was wet. I think it actually rained a little tiny bit that morning, so under the carcass it was dry. Sad, it's always sad to find a dead calf. I don't think it's something you get used to. Anyway. Yeah. Looks like cows are happy. Not making too many noises. I apologize for the wind noise if there is any. Oh, this little guy's getting some food. Look at his snout covered with the feed. So, why do I wet the feed? I think since I've been wetting the feed, I've noticed that in their manure there's a lot less kernels of corn. So I believe that the feed is being digested more by the cows. I don't have any scientific measurements on weight gain or anything like that. Just intuition and guesses right now. It is a lot heavier. Like, if I filled the buckets full of feed that's dry, it's 25 pounds. If I fill it with water, it's 40 pounds. It's about 8 pounds per gallon of water in a 5-gallon bucket. So 40 pounds is not easy to heft around. Well, she's got a nice bag on her. Yeah. 40 pounds is not easy to heft around. And if I weren't in the condition I'm in. So when I first started doing this, my back was sore all the time. I was a programmer, and I just wasn't used to even walking on uneven territory, terrain. But now, I think I've gotten strong enough. It's not too big of a deal to carry, a bucket in each hand. So, I think we're meant to be out here walking the land and looking at animals and getting our cheeks wet, cold in the early morning cool weather. Watching animals, do their thing. So, anyway, that's all I got for you today. Oh, yeah, I'll make another video about that. But just a comment, Greg Judy released a video yesterday, I think, about the timeless fence system. And I'll make 2 comments. Number 1, Greg Judy's absolutely right. You should listen to the man, he knows what he's doing. Number 2, I did not do the timeless fence system, and I'll explain why in a separate video. And you'll make a decision what you do with your land when you get it, or if you already have it. But it all comes down to dollars and cents, both the CE and TS, and also SE and SE. What makes sense for you? And I was operating under a slightly different set of parameters in 2021 than exist here in 2023. So we'll talk about that when I make that video. All right, guys, have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.